Welcome back to school, guys. Back to school reactions, and we're gonna finish up this diss thing here with this Tom MacDonald Mac Lethal sucks. This is his reply after Mac Lethal did Straight White Female. Straight White Female was done after Tom MacDonald did Lethal Injection after Mac Lethal talked crap about Tom on Twitter. I think that's how this all goes. So, first time at my channel, I take music to school to find out whether it's just good enough to bump in my truck like I did in high school, or whether it's going on the shelf and is for somebody else. Alright, we finished the first half of this, or first third of this. There was another part of this that Mac Lethal just dropped recently, and I listened to it, and I didn't want to react to it. Like, he admitted he lied. He admitted he was talking shit, and Tom bought into it. I don't like liars, so I'll leave it at that. But rap-wise, Mac Lethal's raps were more fluid. Tom was doing it exceptionally slow, I think almost on purpose. And I like Tom's beat better than Mac's. Mac's beat was kind of that DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince stuff, which is played out. So, but Mac was his usual self. He was doing his thing. So we're going to jump into this and find out where this goes. The way it stands right now, I'm giving Tom the edge just because oh, and also Mac Lethal said that Tom was talking shit about Mac Lethal's daughter. I listened to that thing again after. He didn't talk shit about it. He said, you have a daughter at home, go do some parenting, basically. He never said she's a piece of shit. He never described her personally. Never said she's doing anything wrong. Never said she's doing anything right. Never described anything at all. Just said, you have a daughter at home, grow up and do some parenting. I would agree, because you're busy lying and getting caught in a lie and then admitting that you lied afterwards, but not admitting to Tom, just saying it at the end. That's not the lessons we teach by example. If it is, I'm sorry. It's just not my lesson. I don't want my kids to be liars. So I'm not a liar. I just don't. Why? What's the point? All right, you guys, we're going to jump into this here. If it's your first time at my channel, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and drop a comment down below with what to react to. You'll get notified when I'm doing the reaction. You guys, a bunch of people had talked to me about this stuff and told me to get into it, so I'm not going to give names of people because there's just too many. I had a whole bunch written down that we're talking about. I need to do this. So, let's get into this. This is Tom MacDonald, Mac Lethal sucks. This is his reply to Mac Lethal after Mac Lethal did Straight White Female.
Oh my God.
Hang on. Threw his phone down?
Oh my God. Tower beats on the track.
Okay. Dig the shoes, wouldn't wear the pants. Just my taste. I don't even know why I'm talking about clothes, but dig the shoes, wouldn't wear the pants. Dig the shirt, though.
Oh my God.
Dig the shirt.
On the track. Listen, I think I can hear it. Mac Lethal is hyping himself in the mirror. His wife tries to tell him that she's getting curious. He just yells, "Shut the fuck up, it's just Tom guy's serious." I hope to kill it. I'm always an optimist.
Is that because, is he saying that? Hang on.
On the track. Listen, I think I can hear it. Mac Lethal is hyping himself in the mirror. His
hyping himself in the mirror.
She's getting curious. He just yells, "Shut the fuck up, it's just Tom guy's serious."
Is that because Mac Lethal was in an office in his house, dressed in braids and stuff, and his wife popped his head in and was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'd ask that too, but at least my wife would ask me that. I hope she would ask me that. Okay.
Is hyping himself in the mirror. His wife tries to tell him that she's getting curious. He just yells, "Shut the fuck up, it's just Tom guy's serious." I hoped you would kill it. I'm always an optimist. Thought your response would be flawless and awesome. It's gotta be hard finding time to perfect all your rhymes every night at Narcotics Anonymous. Hi Dave, hi Dave, hi Dave. I'm not even trying. You don't.
Oh, first off, that beat is fucking insane.
Narcotics Anonymous. Hi Dave, hi Dave, hi Dave. I'm not even trying. You don't scare me at all. If you did a drive-by, I'd wave. It's so.
He has no fear of you. You're a martial artist or not, he has no fear of you. If you were to drive by his house with a gun, he would just wave at you. Meaning you can't hit him, you can't do anything to him. He's not afraid of you.
Cute when you rap. It's you don't scare me at all. If you did a drive-by, I'd wave. It's so cute when you rap. It's like I'm watching my dad, trying to use an iPad. You should just give it back. You've been sober like...
Ooh, that's a good line. That's a good line. I know it's an old age line, but it's a good line. Have you ever watch your grandparents, if you hand them your phone, or like they bought a new phone and they're asking you how to do, because they don't know what they're doing. It's like it's beyond their skill level at that point. That's good.
Watching my dad, trying to use an iPad. You should just give it back. You've been sober like 8 years. You the type of guy who can't have a beer, have a single drink and need to get some coke and probably suck a dick for a painkiller. You party animal, you bad boy, you're a crazy son of a gun. All that karate and still you're a pussy. You tap on my shoulder and run. Where are you going?
Okay, is all that karate and still you're a pussy? You tap on my shoulder and run. Is he saying you tap on the shoulder and run because why? Mac Lethal wasn't going to do back and forth. Mac Lethal was just going to drop his thing and run, or what was he going to do? Not sure.
Son of a gun. All that karate and still you're a pussy. You tap on my shoulder and run. Where are you going? I'm over here in a house that you can't afford with your career. Got your own pool, kids in private school. You the fucking mother of the year. You keep talking.
Ooh, he brought your own line back to you and then just slapped you in the face with it.
Forward your career, got your own pool, kids in private school, you the fucking mother of the year. You keep talking millions, I googled your wealth. You are worth 2, Dave, I am worth 12. You're tweeting at YouTube, somebody...
Do you remember at the beginning of the lethal injection thing when he said, if you're going to come after me, do your research?
You keep talking millions, I googled your wealth. You are worth 2, Dave, I am worth 12. You're tweeting at YouTube, somebody help with my monetized videos. Dave, that's a tell. Broken, ugly, short and stubby, 40-something with a face that was born for punching. Act tough, but I know at your core it's muffins. The type to wife up the first horror, fuck them. Big bad Dave.
You brought that shit on yourself, Mac. You talked about his girlfriend, showed pictures of who she dated.
Was born for punching, act tough, but I know at your core it's muffins. The type to wife up the first horror, fuck them. Big bad Dave, got the Ellen cosign. Cool, try to ride that wave.
Wait, Dave was on Ellen?
Stubby, 40-something with a face that was born for punching, act tough, but I know at your core it's muffins. The type to wife up the first horror, fuck them. Big bad Dave, got the Ellen cosign. Cool, try to ride that wave, the Hollywood sign. Fool, you were so excited to...
See, I wouldn't know that because I don't watch Ellen. My wife does,
cool.
She wouldn't know Mac Lethal if I asked her.
The Hollywood sign, fool. You were so excited just to get invited. Teeth were freshly white and couldn't cheese enough. You said, I love rap because it's counterculture, Dave. Counterculture is who beats you up. My future...
Oh my God. Counterculture is who beats you up. I mean, if you all remember high school, right? You had the jocks on one side and the nerds on the other, and then you had the gangsters over here and the punkers over here and the metalheads over here, and everybody stayed in their own little clique because, man, the other side was gonna kick your ass. Ooh, that's a good line. That's a really good line.
The Hollywood sign, fool. You were so excited just to get invited. Teeth were freshly white and couldn't cheese enough. You said, I love rap because it's counterculture, Dave. Counterculture is who beats you up. My future has Grammys. Your future is handies from Tammy, imagining baddies in nasty pajamas and transplanting hair to your head from your fanny.
Whoa, go back.
I love rap because it's counterculture, Dave. Counterculture is who beats you up. My future has Grammys. Your future is handies from Tammy.
Handies from Tammy. He's gonna just feed off of the stuff that Tom does because he referred to him as Tammy whatever. McDogford or something.
If counterculture is who beats you up, my future has Grammys. Your future is handies from Tammy, imagining baddies in nasty pajamas and transplanting hair to your head from your fanny.
Nasty pajamas and transplanting your hair to your head from your fanny? Well, Mac is a little bald, so he's saying he's going to pull the hairs off his ass and stick them on the top of his head so that he doesn't lose so much hair. That's a brutal line.
Your future is handies from Tammy, imagining baddies in nasty pajamas and transplanting hair to your head from your fanny. I saw you doing teeth commercials. You an actor, Dave? I don't need rehearsals. I'll piss in your mouth till you wheeze and gurgle, then stomp on your head till your cheeks are purple. I was a wrestler. I wore spandex. You were a customer. You did Xanax.
Oh my God. So you took a little tiny video and looped it a whole bunch of times of Tom MacDonald trying to pull the guy off the ropes. And it was obviously some amateur wrestling thing. I mean, come on, whatever. The guy was trying to do something with his life. And he just addressed it by saying, I was a customer, or I was a wrestler. I wore spandex. You were a customer. You were a drug addict who was out on the street trying to buy Xanax. I would rather have been a wrestler for a year and had video evidence of it than ever become an addict. Wow.
Jump on your head till your cheeks are purple. I was a wrestler, I wore spandex. You were a customer, you did Xanax. I'll take you and your bitch by the ear and then smash you together like Stone Cold's beer. Being a
now he's talking about those pro wrestlers. That's Steve Austin. Didn't he used to take like beers and smash them together or something? Oh, that's a good connection there, man.
You were a customer, you did Xanax. I'll take you and your bitch by the ear and then smash you together like Stone Cold's beer. Being a fucking loser's in your DNA. This ain't a punchline, it's a PSA. The chromosomes from your mom pop create retards and they name them Dave.
Ooh, I like how he's tying them together too. Okay.
Line, it's a PSA. The chromosomes from your mom pop create retards and they name them Dave. Nobody.
Dave, is that Mac Lethal's legal name, Dave?
Safe to wifey to chain up her legs, remove all her eggs, put them in bags and then lock them away.
Hang on.
This ain't a punchline, it's a PSA. The chromosomes from your mom pop create retards and they name them Dave. Nobody's safe to wifey to chain up her legs, remove all her eggs, put them in bags and then lock them away in the safe and send it away on a plane. I'm lucky. Chromosomes from your mom pop create retards and they name them Dave. Nobody's safe to wifey to chain up her legs, remove all her eggs, put them in bags and then lock them away in the safe and send it away on a plane.
He's saying you guys are gonna have another retard. Oh my god. Like it's inevitable. You can't help it.
I'm lucky that I know CPR. My girl heard you this and she died laughing. She was about to wait like a week and then she went right back into Minecrafting. My girl.
Is he saying that his girl listened to your shit and was like, that's so fucking lame, I'm just gonna go back and play video games? Oh my god.
This and she died laughing. She was bummed we waited like a week and then she went right back into Minecrafting. My girl was on Def Jam. Your girl looked like
No. Really? His girlfriend was on Def Jam? That's amazing.
Like a week and then she went right back into Minecrafting. My girl was on Def Jam. Your girl looked like Death Fam. She the Grim Reaper, knew I'd spit ether. She collecting the soul of a dead dad.
Ooh.
They're gonna need a whole family of coffins when you crisp and warm to solve all your problems. The shame and embarrassment, all of the
Hold the fuck up. What did he just say?
Your girl looked like Death Fam. She the Grim Reaper, knew I'd spit ether. She collecting the soul of a dead dad. They're gonna need a whole family of coffins when you crisp and warm to solve all your problems. The shame.
They're gonna need a whole family of coffins when you crisp and want them to solve all your problems, meaning you're gonna kill everybody in your family and then commit suicide. Holy crap.
In the soul of a dead dad. They're gonna need a whole family of coffins when you crisp and warm to solve all your problems. The shame and embarrassment, all of the comments from fans you had. I saw it, you lost them. Ain't dropped an album in 4 years, dog. Rapping is your hobby.
Yeah, I think I said that. I haven't seen him drop music in forever. And now he's just like reading people's letters or something.
Comments from fans you had. I saw it, you lost them. Ain't dropped an album in 4 years, dog. Rapping is your hobby. My career less than a year. 20,000 physical copies. I've millions.
20,000 CDs in less than a year. You know how hard it is to sell CDs now? Everybody just buys like iTunes gift cards, or they use Spotify or whatever the hell it is. Nobody uses. There it is. New tattoo. Wow, he sold 20,000 copies of his CD in less than a year, and he's independent, right? Fuck, dude. Mad skills, man. I was in a punk band, man. We couldn't sell CDs to our damn friends. They were too broke.
Is your hobby. My career less.
Funny thing is, people that showed up at our shows bought them. But our friends wouldn't buy them. They asked us to give them to them.
Saw it, you lost them. Ain't dropped an album in 4 years, dog. Rapping is your hobby. My career, less than a year, 20,000 physical copies. I have millions of streams, I'm living your dream. You're a glorified YouTuber, look like a meme. Go to stupid extremes, definition of try hard. Watch me rap after eating a Tide Pod, dying for...
Ooh, did he actually say that? Or is he just... Did he actually do video, watch me rap after eating a Tide Pod? Or is he just, like, using, fake names for some of his videos? That's...
YouTuber look like a meme.
Because I will say I looked at Mac Lethal's channel when I went to do this, and that's how I watched that newer video and saw that he was saying that Tom got suckered into it. But he has some clickbait names, like, of all these weird things that he's willing to do to rap.
20,000 physical copies. I have millions of streams, I'm living your dream. You're a glorified YouTuber, look like a meme. Go to stupid extremes, definition of try hard. Watch me rap after eating a Tide Pod, dying for attention. That's why you started this little beef. You're so desperate, expect...
Clout chasing. That's what I said.
After eating a Tide Pod, dying for attention. That's why you started this little beef. You're so desperate, expect that right after this ends, your sex day probably leak. You've been on Ellen and Rogan, why aren't you a star? Here, let me tell you, it isn't the bars. It's the way that you look, it's the way that you are. Nobody cares about your music no more. Dog, you do impressions. You rap in 20 styles and you think it's flexing. I gotta...
Yeah, doesn't he have a video of like 27 styles of rap or something?
Nobody cares about your music no more. Dog, you do impressions. You rap in 20 styles and you think it's flexing. I got a question. Why you gotta pretend to be everyone else to resemble impressive? I killed you already. Just don't need a sequel. I'm honestly bored with this shit. Feels like I'm kicking a corpse's shoes you can't afford. Feel horrible doing you like...
Hang on.
You think it's flexing.
Listen to the fly buzzing in the background.
To be everyone else to resemble impressive. I killed you already. This don't need a sequel. I'm honestly bored with this shit.
Listen.
Feels like I'm kicking the corpse's shoes you can't afford. Feel horrible doing you like this.
Sound like there's a fly buzzing in it. And he's talking about putting
give him credit.
A corpse.
I know you sent text. I saw what my... How many rappers wrote your response? Come on, Dave. Give him credit. I know you sent text. I saw with my eyes. I know what you said, Dave. I read it.
Oh my God. OMG. Mac did say that he had some friends that were Tom's friends, or some fans that were Tom's fans, and he was messaging them. And if they're Tom's fans, they're probably going to show Tom every single thing that you're saying. Ooh. God. Can't even write your own stuff, huh?
Come on, Dave. Give him credit. I know you sent text. I saw with my eyes. I know what you said, Dave. I read it. You a real piece of shit. Now I'm like a real piece of shit. Like if a piece of shit ate a piece of shit and took a pee and shit, you're that piece of shit. I'm on like 5 minutes.
Oh my Jesus. Did he just say you're a piece of shit who ate a piece of shit and took a pee and shit, and then that's the piece of shit you are? Is that what he said? Hang on.
X, I saw with my eyes. I know what you said, Dave. I read it. You a real piece of shit. Now I'm like a real piece of shit. Like if a piece of shit ate a piece of shit and took a pee and shit, you're that piece of shit. I'm on like 5 minutes. Shit, let me see. You were canceled and fired from MTV.
Yeah, he hadn't been on MTV in a while.
Pee and shit, you're that piece of shit. I'm on like 5 minutes. Shit, let me see. You were canceled and fired from MTV. The network wanted something fresh and clean. I bet any day they'll be calling me. You left rhyme shares cause you had to. You didn't walk away, wasn't something you planned, dude. Got lost in the drugs in the whirlwind. Caught pants down with another man's girlfriend. Piece of shit.
Ooh. You lost a job for that? Were you with... Who did you say you were with?
Fresh and clean, I bet any day they'll be calling me. You left rhyme shares cause you had to.
Rhyme
you didn't
sayers.
walk away, wasn't something you planned, dude. Got lost in the drugs in the whirlwind. Caught pants down with another man's girlfriend. Piece of shit.
So, Mac Lethal, were you working for somebody and your drugs took over and you lost your job because of it?
Nah, like a real piece of shit. Like if a piece of shit fucked a piece of shit and got an STD, you're that piece of shit. You gotta pick a real piece. Lost in the drugs in the whirlwind. Caught pants down with another man's girlfriend. Piece of shit. Nah, like a real piece of shit. Like if a piece of shit fucked a piece of shit and got an STD, you're that piece of shit. You gotta pep.
Fuck, dude. What did you do, Mac?
Real piece of shit. Like if a piece of shit fucked a piece of shit and got an STD, you're that piece of shit. You got a pet bird, bet you never thought you'd be dead first. I'ma put you both in the oven when you get burned. I'ma put you both in a pet urn. Piss into the bottle, mix it up and turn the ash into plaster.
What the fuck? Did he just say he was gonna cremate a bird and Mac Lethal and then put him in an urn and piss in the ashes, shake it up and turn it into plaster? That's some vicious shit.
Fuck a piece of shit and got an STD, you're that
That's
piece
vicious.
of shit. You got a pet bird, bet you never thought you'd be dead first. I'ma put you both in the oven when you get burned. I'ma put you both in a pet urn. Piss into the bottle, mix it up and turn the ash into plaster. Give it to your bitch. Tell her make statues of me just to capture my win. My girl will just...
Oh gonna piss on your ashes and your bird's ashes, shake it up, and then give it to your bitch and make her make a statue to commemorate this. Oh my God.
Up and turn the ash into plaster. Give it to your bitch. Tell her make statues of me just to capture my...
Hey, and Mac, you brought this on yourself, man. You talk shit about his girlfriend. He never talked shit about your daughter. He said, you have a daughter, grow up and do some parenting, stop attacking me.
I win. My girl will just spit in her face and we'll dip. Get first, I'ma put you both in the oven. When you get burned, I'ma put you both in a pet urn. Piss into the bottle, mix it up and turn the ash into plaster. Give it to your bitch. Tell her make statues of me just to capture my win. My girl will just spit in her face and we'll dip. Get a hammer and come back and smash it to bits. Put a plaque in his place so that no one forgets that your biggest mistake was as good as it gets for a guy whose career doesn't even exist. It's the peak of the mountain for you. This is it.
You haven't been relevant in a while, and you went after somebody who was new and relevant so that you could boost your career, is what he's saying. And I believe that because he got caught lying about whether or not he was talking about Tom MacDonald and then admitted he was lying. In places where I have been put for extended periods of time for my actions, I will say a liar is a piece of shit. You don't have honor, you ain't got nothing.
Your aesthetic is pathetic, you don't get it.
So hang on.
Get a hammer and come back and smash it to bits. Put a plaque in his place so that no one forgets that your biggest mistake was as good as it gets for a guy whose career doesn't even exist. It's the peak of the mountain for you. This is it. Your aesthetic is pathetic.
He's saying you're never going to get bigger than this.
Was as good as it gets for a guy whose career doesn't even exist. It's the peak of the mountain for you. This is it. Your aesthetic is pathetic. You don't get it. I'm prophetic. Your rap pathetics are born. Fuck a Guinness World Record. Be careful where you were headed. I'm cemented as a legend. David Shelton severed at his destiny to be the evidence.
Is that his name? David Shelton? Is that Mac Lethal's name? And he's going to sever your head?
Pathetics are born. Fuck a Guinness World Record. Be careful where you were headed. Place so that no one forgets that your biggest mistake was as good as it gets for a guy whose career doesn't even exist. It's the peak of the mountain for you. This is it. Your aesthetic is pathetic. You don't get it. I'm prophetic. Your rap pathetics are born. Fuck a Guinness World Record. Be careful where you were headed. I'm cemented as a legend. David Shelton severed at his destiny to be the evidence. Every room I ever enter, I will always be the elephant. While you try to fit this capital L into...
Every room I enter, every room you enter, I will always be the elephant. Meaning no matter where you go, everybody's going to know about what he's doing to you right now. Everybody's going to know that Tom MacDonald killed you and that you lied.
Development, you Sheldon severed at his destiny to be the evidence. Every room you ever enter, I will always be the elephant. While you try to fit this capital L into development. You dead little land and I send a letter to heaven that explodes when it opens. I hope it gets your attention. I can smell it, you sweating, and it's 11:11. I make a wish that when you die, you come back resurrected so I can...
Wait, is he doing 11:11, that thing where you get to make a wish?
When it opens, I hope it gets your attention. I can smell it, you sweating, and it's 11:11. I make a wish that when you die, you come back resurrected so I can kill you again and again and again. For the record, if you're feeling kind of froggy and you jump, you get dissected. Oh dear.
For feeling wait. If you're feeling kind of froggy and you jump, you'll get dissected. He's saying if you come after him again, he's just gonna... Oh.
Heaven that explodes when it opens, I hope it gets your attention. I can smell it, you sweating, and it's 11:11. I make a wish that when you die, you come back resurrected so I can kill you again and again and again. For the record, if you're feeling kind of froggy and you jump, you get dissected. Oh dear, I can't believe I had to set this shit straight, man. Old ears, I hope you hear exactly what I say, man. I'm here. You said you didn't even know my name, dog.
You
So
same
here,
ending?
I'll say it so you don't forget again. It's Tom MacDonald, bitch.
Guess he is. I guess he's trying to make a point. You're still saying that you didn't know me, but then you basically admitted that you tweeted about him. So he's going to remind... Oh my God. Alright. Total analogy of the whole thing. Mac Lethal was out of line. Shouldn't have done it. His reply was typical Mac Lethal, spitting a lot of stuff real fast. Good in that aspect. I wasn't too fond of the beat because it was a very old kind of DJ Jazzy Jeff beat. I like the Tom MacDonald beats better. The first Tom MacDonald thing was kind of not even a rap so much. It was kind of just like him just talking. So, you know, if you were to take that out and then call this the battle, then I think Tom MacDonald won. If you include that into the battle, then I definitely think Tom MacDonald won, simply because Mac Lethal got caught in a lie. I will react to more Mac Lethal stuff. I want to go back and find something different of his, because I'm going to give the guy a fair shake. I mean, I know the guy, his music from before, but I didn't even know he was still doing anything. because you haven't heard from him in forever. When somebody said that he dissed Mac Lethal, I went to Mac's channel. I was like, okay, here's all this new stuff, and he's like, oh, some kid wrote this about his dad, and I don't know, somebody else wrote something, and so he's basically rapping letters. And then I saw that new thing. Oh, okay, well, let's see what that is. I turned the camera, started reacting. At the very end of it, he's like, aha, you bit into it. So I was like, nope, I'm gonna go back. I'm not gonna air that thing. I didn't like it. I thought he was, I wanted to find out what the story is. So we'll see. All right, you guys, drop comments down below with more songs to react to, and I will react to them. You guys be healthy, be happy, be good to each other, stay blessed. Peace. I'll see you soon.